Hi, how are you? It's Michaela from Camp Roll This Summer. Today I want to teach you a great way to teach your child how to recognize their first letter of their name. One way you can do this is to make a magnet. It's very simple. You don't need a lot of things. So what I have with me, I have a manila folder. See? If you don't have a folder, you can use an old cereal box, an old shoe box, anything. I have a glue stick, simple, at the 100 yen store or the dollar store. I bought this glitter glue at the dollar store or the 100 yen store. And I like to collect little sparkly things. So I have these glitter sticks here. And I got this package at the dollar store, and I just put it in this bin, in this container, so that way I don't lose anything. And I have a piece of paper. I just took regular origami paper. If you live in Japan, it's quite difficult to find construction paper, which is what I'm used to back home. But I use origami paper. And I have a pair of scissors. These are adult size scissors. Please don't give this size scissors to your child. Make sure they have child-friendly scissors. One thing I always tell my students is to hold them by the blade. And then we repeat that. How do you hold your scissors? By the blade. How do you hold your scissors? By the blade. It's very important because children love to run with scissors. Yeah, I know. So it's a very simple activity, and there's some different variations you can use. If you don't have blue paper, maybe you can try newspaper or something like that to cover it. And it's very simple. I just tried it and it took me less than 30 minutes. So first, and you need a pencil. So first you need to trace your first name, your child's first initial. So my initial is M, so as you can see I have the letter M traced on this folder. One thing I suggest, do not say to your child, letter M, M. It's better just to say, Every time they see it, just say, This teaches them the sound of the letter. This is more important when they're reading. When they read a story, you don't want them to say, M. You just want them to say the sound. It really helps. Okay? So I cut out the letter, and after I cut it out, I covered it in blue paper. And then I took my little sparkly things and I covered my letter M, or just like this. Okay? Pretty simple. It didn't take long at all. If your child is maybe 5 years old or 6 years old, they may have a difficult time tracing their letter. Just give them a chance. I like to sing my favorite song, and it's called Cutting on the Line. I love singing this song to my kids. So it starts like this. If you want to teach your child how to cut with scissors, take the scissors, take a piece of paper, draw a line on it, and you just sing. I'm cutting on the line. 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 Now you may think, oh, that song is very repetitive, and it is, but it's great for kids. It focuses their attention on the actual pattern and what they're doing. A lot of times children just start hacking away at a piece of paper, and then you realize, oh goodness. And a song always helps. It teaches to me almost anything you can learn through a song. So after your child cuts out their letter, then you cover it with the blue paper, and then I just took my glue stick and I glued the sparkly things on the outside over here, my little sparkles. And then if your child is a little bit older, like maybe 7 years old or 6 years old, in the middle of first grade, not at the beginning of first grade, in the middle, then I would also recommend maybe having them cut out letters of their first name. So what I did was I went through some old magazines and I just went, Okay? Every time your child sees this letter, just have them say, okay? Don't let them say M, M, M. You want them to recognize the sound of the letter, not so much as the letter itself. After they cut out all of the letters, then of course I just take a little bit of glue and dab it on. This is another quick tip. Children love glue, and they love to squeeze it. Before you give your child the glue, practice. Okay? Take your glue. I only want 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? If your child's name is George, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And repeat that with them. Have them practice in the air first. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way, when they get the glue stick and they're about to use it on the paper, at least you warned them before they start squeezing all of the glue out of the container. You don't want to clean up a lot of mess. Now, after you glue it, I just took a little bit of glitter glue, 100 yen or $1, and I just traced the outside. Now, this may be difficult if your child is 4 years old. Or 3. So I wouldn't advise this one, but I definitely say someone who's 6 years old or 7 can easily trace the outline of their name. After you trace your name, look at my, it's cute. I take a magnet, and I have a sticky magnet on the back. I just remove the, I just remove the magnet, sticky paper. Okay, and then I glue it or stick it on the back of my letter, just like this. I'll get it later. So you glue it on the back, and then there you have it. You have an easy, quick magnet. You've taught your child, you've done an art project, you helped them learn how to cut. You also help them recognize the initial sound of their name. A great way to change this, if you want to, if you have a lot of rainy days, if it's rainy season, maybe you can do every letter of their name and they can put it on the refrigerator and try and make new words. I know if I take my name and go M-I-C-H-A-E-L-A, maybe I can make M-A-L-E, male, or something like that out of it. And the kids can see how these letters all work together. This is a great activity. It's quick, it's easy, and it's almost free. All right? Until next time. Still watching?